Welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 11. We have just updated to the new Minecraft update, and is it me or is my pork small? Like, I know this is meant to be the tiny takeover, but I didn't think it was going to affect things like that. I actually haven't really played around in this update just yet, so let's start things off by getting ourselves a baby sheep. I mean, they're pretty cute. Okay, what about the baby cow? This is actually going to be quite tricky to see. Very, very adorable, very adorable. Now, seriously, my rocket is tiny as well. This is not... I'm not going crazy here, am I? What I really want to see is a little chicklet. I'd like to see one of the little chicklets. Yeah, okay, I'm on board. I am on board. I'm not on board with the tiny takeover of my items. I mean, what is going on there? But I am on board with the tiny takeover of the animals. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, have ladders changed to be 3D? Oh, my goodness. Oh no. Is my string okay? My string is still the same. I heard that they were changing string to be much more visible, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, but I have just remembered one of potentially the best changes to Minecraft in recent history. I'm not exaggerating here. If I go over to a stone cutter... That's not gone well. Okay, here I have deep slate. I can turn it into cobble deep slate. Yes! This is the thing that trips me up. So the number of mining sessions I've been on where I've accidentally used my Silk Touch pickaxe and ended up with a whole inventory of just regular deep slate. Now I can actually get cobble deep slate and I can put regular deep slate in and get tiles and all the good stuff. And apparently... Huh, come on! That is going to make crafting up redstone resources so much less annoying. I'm sure many of you understand... There's so much to take in with this image, I don't even know what to say. Did this actually happen? I've completely lost my train of thought. Let's just crack on with the episode, shall we? It's time to start gathering some resources. To start things off today, I want to transform these builds right here from a movie set into actual structures. If I fly out the back here, yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Even by Hermitcraft standards, this is an exceptionally backless build. So what do I need for this? I need a bunch of deep slate, I need a bunch of tuff, I need a bunch of stone bricks and stone and things to build the backside of the structures. Yeah, I think that just about does it. I'm going to get 2 shulker boxes of each resource, which hopefully should be more than enough. And yes, I am using my Silk Touch pickaxe. Oh, that is not bad, is it? Another 8 vein. This keeps happening to me when I'm gathering deep slate. In my personal opinion, I think netherite pickaxes should insta-mine deep slate. If you've gone through the effort of getting a haste 2 beacon, and then also getting the netherite required to make the pickaxe, and enchanted it up to efficiency 5, I think this action should be faster. My laziness knows no bounds. I didn't want to go back to my base to pick up more torches, so I've crafted a wooden pickaxe to craft them up. But the thing is, my base is just there. Okay, I genuinely did not realize I'd flown that far up the cave to try and find coal. Okay, the good news is I don't have any coal. The bad news is I don't have any coal. The first shulker box is filled. Now on to the next one. That is 2 shulker boxes of deep slate. Oh, this is so much more fun. Yes! Yes! Oh, nice. This vein of tuff is absolutely massive. Over 1 whole shulker box from that one alone. This might be my new mining method, you know? And just like that, we have 2 shulker boxes filled with tuff. So now it's time to do all of the roofs. Now, I thought this would work well in the form of a time-lapse, and during this time-lapse, I thought I would experiment with something. You see, normally when I'm time-lapsing, I use that as an opportunity to just sit back and relax. I like recline to near horizontal in my chair. My arms are outstretched to the desk. My chin is almost touching my chest. I mean, that's probably doing me some damage. Like, that posture is crazy. But then I'll chuck like an audiobook on or a podcast on and I'll just sit back and relax. But I thought for this one, you know, I was in a slightly chatty mood and it would be nice to do a live stream. And it was a lot of fun. Like, other than the fact that I still managed to make some technical errors, I don't know how. I always start live streaming to somewhere unknown. Like, my live stream never starts when I press go live, and then I have to change a bunch of things, and then I actually end up going live. Don't know how that happens, but other than that, it was cool. It's such a nice way to interact with everyone. It's a good way of covering all sorts of different topics of conversation. It's nice to chat with all the hermits as well. Different people popped in and out of the chat, which was always cool to see. It's cool. I like it. I'm glad that I've sort of gotten over the hurdle of doing the first one, so now it doesn't feel like such a big deal. And there's something that I'm going to be doing a little bit more frequently going into the future. Now prepare for me to say the thing that I always say. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. Look how much this has changed the build. It is such a small difference, but it has made a massive difference. It's crazy. These actually look like structures now. Like there's thickness to them. They're blocky. They have substance. There's still a lot of holes, and I hate to break it to you, there's still no back. I will say, doing the live stream time lapse, it was effective. It was cool. It was a fun experience. Oh, look at me. But the chat is like the equivalent of 100 cupboard distraction. You know, it's crazy. There were so many conversations and so many things that were being brought up that were really interesting that I really enjoyed talking about, and they kept distracting me away from my task. At one point, it turned into Hermitcraft book club, and I was reading out passages from Walden, which was one of the worst experiences of my life. It brought me right the way back to English classes. So it made me realize that I have not read aloud for an incredibly long time, and it gave me a lot of respect for audiobook readers. Anyway, the roofs are done. They're looking good. They're looking cool. They definitely need some detail, and we'll get onto that. But for the time being, I think we should get to work on designing this thing, the power station. Now, during the live stream, I had a bit of a conversation about what block palette I should use for this build, and a really interesting thought was brought up, which is, do I want it to look like part of this, or do I want it to look distinct? In terms of block palettes, I have a handful of options, and my mind is naturally going towards tough, because we've got a lot of tough in this area here, but then that definitely blends it in with the build surrounding it. Now in Hermitcraft Season 10, I built a factory out of bricks, which I really like the look of, but I'm not sure that block palette works too well in this structure. My chat had a handful of other suggestions, which I think are good, and I think it's time that we seriously play around with this because I don't want to mess it up. So I started doing some research and got a little bit distracted by a shader pack that I decided to install, and oh goodness gracious me. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm so glad I saw that in the dark. Oh, look at the geese. Oh. I want to live here. I recently stumbled upon an absolutely incredible Minecraft building Instagram account. They're called Moloko MC. They are from Japan, and they basically build how I want to build. Like, this stuff is so unbelievably good. Look at this. Look at it. This is the stuff that gets me excited. And I gotta say, I really like this block palette. So I think I'm going to experiment with that in a creative mode testing world. So here we are on the Hermitcraft creative server. As you can see, we've got the template of the city in the background. We have this initial trial set of apartments, and that's really useful because it means we can see how the factory actually sits amongst them. And I really do think this block palette right here is cool. It literally doesn't match up with anything that we have going on with any of the existing builds, which is fantastic. I am extremely curious how this is going to look. Ooh, that looks quite cool. Oh, that looks quite cool. Obviously, I'll sort out the gradients, make them a little bit better, but I like this already. I can't help myself. Do I put one in? Oh, I mean, it is inside the simulation distance. And it does look really cool. Things are getting weird. I'm playing around with strange colors, but they kind of work. I genuinely had no intention of designing the entire thing, but I must say I'm having way too much fun. And I think sometimes it's good to know when inspiration has genuinely struck and you should just keep going. Just keep placing blocks. See how it feels. Oh, I don't know about that, actually. I've made it a little bit smaller. Maybe there is something there. I think if I cover this with fence gates and things to imitate lettering, it will do well. I am having too much fun. I'm having too much fun. I really like this detail. I really do like how this is coming together. And I do think it looks significantly different from these as well, which is cool. I'm going to add another section that sort of extends out a bit like this thing right here. And that is going to have the same stone brick walls inside the in-cuts, and also have the same glass panes on the front, which kind of takes the edge off the edge of the build, but also takes the edge off the walls too. And I think maybe we might have something here. And what's really interesting is this feels like the sort of shape my old builds would be. Sort of like Hermitcraft Season 6, Hermitcraft Season 7 era. but it's just with like a slightly fresh aesthetic. It has that hardcore brutalism, the geometricness, the blockiness, but then there's also texture and greebling added into the mix. I really, really like this. Now I've done the sign, and I've made the sign slightly smaller. That is so good. I'm also changing the size of this overhanging bit a little bit. I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller. Nice. Yeah, I much prefer that. Right, let's move on to the chimneys, which I think I want to be made out of bone blocks and mushrooms. Ooh, oh yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, I will smooth off the transition between the two segments, but for the time being, I want to get another one of these in place. Maybe there? I mean, that does look quite cool, and then we could have a little something off to the side. I think looking at it as an entire build, like looking at the full composition of the city, I mean, it creates quite a nice sort of pyramid, which is excellent. I would say it balances the entire thing really, really nicely. If these weren't there, it would all feel a little bit weighted to the left, whereas this actually kind of fits in just bang on. Is this a cool idea? I mean, it kind of feels like a cool idea. Maybe I need a little bit of a gradient for the actual post itself. Could chuck some andesite into the mix. And if I connect them up with wires, and I think a lot more cabling needs to be done in this area. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's something there. Then I think I want to flute up the tops, add some stainage, throw a campfire in the top for good measure, although it will be the smallest amount of smoke ever. Then I'm going to steal something that I did in Hermitcraft Season 10, which is add access ladders to the front of this. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of stuck between which design looks better for that. Like, these are actually connected to the blocks, and these make more sense as ladder rungs. I kind of like both of them. Probably prefer the color of the birch. I don't have to get this exactly right. I mean, this is meant to be just sort of like a test. I've ended up going quite unexpectedly deep into the weeds with this one. None of what I just did is perfect. Yeah, there's lots to change about that. They kind of look like goalposts. They're all a little bit too tall, and the bases of them are too high, but it gives a good idea, and I think we've got there. Oh, I've just logged back in, and imagining what that factory is going to look like in the context of all of the extra stuff we have going on here, and without all of the copper surroundings, has me extremely excited. Very thankful to Past Me for clearing out that mushroom biome. I'm also extremely thankful to Exumavoid for building this farming setup that has just been automatically generating bone meal for weeks, and he said that I could have free use of it. Oh gosh, he just joined the server. I mean, I'm fairly certain he said I could have free use of it. Nice. Okay, this is looking good. Now I'm gathering up light grey dye, which thankfully I've stumbled up on the absolute motherload. Wait, I've just realised I don't need anywhere near this much. Wait, I've also just realised Grian is currently online. It's time to go and bother him. Somewhere behind this hill, there is a man with a bowl cut and a red jumper faffing about. Ah, there he is. There he is.
Oh, goodness. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
What's
red
up?
Suit?
Red? Oh, I'm still in my MCC gear. I'm literally the worst. I mean,
where did you place?
I think either 37th or 39th.
That is not last.
No, Skiz came dead last. I mean, as it... I have a bone to pick with you, buddy. I was brain rotting the other day, and a clip surfaced.
Just remember, snitches get stitches.
A clip surfaced to me that I wouldn't mind taking you over to a certain area of my base, please. Okay. That has caused me some confusion for the past few weeks. Okay. All right. Okay. You gonna fly with me?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Okay. You might. You're probably gonna know. It's probably gonna start feeling familiar, and I'm not annoyed. I'm just more confused. Where's he gone? How'd he get lost? He said he was with me. Has he escaped? Where did he go?
Just tidying up a few things around here.
Where did
got some tidying up to do up here.
Wait,
sorry. Yeah. We're going to your base.
I think this confirms you definitely know where we're about to head. And I'm just curious. Why?
Is it here?
It's here.
I see nothing wrong here.
Well, now they've started changing because I discovered it. Look, it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. I'm just confused as to why. Like, I watched the clip. You don't even address what you're doing. You just start waxing my reeds.
Yeah, I can really explain this very easily.
Yep.
I have a condition.
Yep.
Called being me.
Yeah. Wait, no, you're taking them back. Are these going to be permanently brown for the entire season? Because I swear, this is... Thing is, all the ones that I want to stay brown, like this, I kind of want to be brown, right? But that, you're not going to change, are you? You're going to leave that. You're going to leave that perfectly as is.
So did you use chains and not panes because you didn't want them to connect?
Honestly, I just thought it would look nice when they go green. But
yeah.
But
you could use actual green glass.
I could do that, actually. Yeah, no, I hadn't really thought of that. But I guess, yeah, then they would all connect, I suppose.
They would. You couldn't have them as close as you've got them here.
No.
Have you placed these fish, or are they just stuck?
No, they are stuck.
That one's massive. Look at the size of this one.
Yeah. It's because he hasn't been moving. He's just been eating this.
Why would you ever need this many fish?
Grian, what's possessing you? You know what? I'm going to go over to your base. You've got a lot of end crystals in your base to be doing maneuvers like this.
No. That's not a fair exchange. Hey, that's not a fair exchange.
We can start edging our way over there. To be fair, I wouldn't actually mind checking out your base. I'm just going to take a look.
No.
I'm not. I promise you.
No. Mumbo, hey, wait, let me tell you something. Yeah, so I'm working on an observatory. That octagon up there is going to be big old dome, I think. It's going to go up a little bit further, be a big old dome, have a big old telescope.
But I've seen that you're like, you've been doing like a lot of TNT exploding and stuff around this area. Or have you just been sponging?
No, this was sponge. This used to be a horrible river, and now my next task is to turn it into a nice river around the corner here. I thought that I could drain the water and then work on the island bit, but it turns out when you drain the water, everything becomes so ugly that you have to do the terrain. What are you working on?
I'm now building up like a little factory there, and then I'm going to be building a whole bunch of skyscrapers. And I must admit, I'm also coming to the same realization as you, where I kind of thought certain things would happen. That was very nice, wasn't it? That was quite lovely.
There's a tank of a bee.
Yeah. Why is everything so big? Grian, is that bee big?
I knew it was coming.
Wait, hang on. Can I ask you something? Wait, take this. Oh, no, the wrong thing. So I've got a pork chop in my hand, and my pork chop looks well small. Does it look small to you, or have I installed a mod that's made my pork small?
No, it looks perfectly average size to me.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Looks fine. Looks fine.
Really?
Yep. It looks normal.
Must be cold then.
Every time I touch things like this, it breaks.
Yeah, this might be unwise.
What is this?
Yeah.
Do. I know this one. Mumbo's got a fat moustache. No.
Fat moustache. Okay, so the bottom line I think is the base.
Yeah.
So then I think.
So if I just click, you can just click random bits.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like I'm in the studio right now.
Yeah. What
does this line do?
Yeah.
Oh. I think we got number one hit. What does this do? Symbol, maybe?
This is giving me anxiety. We need to.
I'm having way too much fun with this.
We're gonna have to send this to Jono and just be like, work with this. This is the
Good
drum
luck,
beat.
Jono.
Best of luck to you, buddy. Make it work. It's jazz. This is jazz.
It is jazz.
Mate, I feel like a nightclub in Berlin could play this.
I think I've had a cheese dream like this.
Cheese Dreams. That's the name of the track. Cheese Dreams.
Cheese Dreams.
Cheese Dreams by Mumbo and Grian. You know what we could do? We can make a negative beat. So the gaps are the beat. This is like we're creating negative space with a beat, right? So if we get. Oh gosh, this is hurting my head. Yeah, maybe on the 2.
I wish X was here and he just walked in on us just turning all the buttons on.
I like the idea that he's going to come over and he's going to be like, oh, someone's made a beat. Let's give it a listen. Oh, gosh. Hang on. When you stand in the middle, stand in this gap, because then you get the melody of Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yeah, they work together.
This is about as jazzy as it gets. You best believe we're gonna get accepted into Berkeley School of Music. You know the scene in Whiplash, right? We need an experienced editor here. So we need the scene in Whiplash where he's saying like, "Are you rushing or dragging?" But when the guy starts drumming, this plays instead of his sound.
5, 6, and.
What did you do?
I don't know. I started floating.
You did just start floating. I'm just gonna say, huge bees, huge salmon, Mumbo's flying.
Whoa! I'm in low gravity.
What did you do? How did you? I'm losing my mind. You did it again.
I think our beat was too good. I think we've been compromised. Our beat was too good.
We made a beat.
Ooh.
It's not good.
I hear it?
It's
not
a reverse.
It's a reverse beat. Yeah,
it's a negative beat.
Yeah, you'll understand.
A negative beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new type of avant-garde music that we have created. Oh gosh, I don't even know if I can make it there.
What the heck? Mumbo, what's going on? You're flying without wings.
Am I?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, and now you're just stood in the air. What the heck?
Oh, whoa.
Levitating Mumbo.
Where am I?
My... Are you seeing this too?
What's happened to me?
Oh my goodness, mate, that's so cheaty.
I think I need an exorcist.
I claim no negative energy from what's going on here.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Can you walk forward?
I'm
Why
trying.
can you walk forward?
I'm stuck in the ceiling. What's happened?
Oh my goodness me.
Am I back?
This
No, why am I
update is
still up here?
He's already seen how many lights are on.
This is
So
going to be
the
wild.
music is in the gaps, X. It's in the gaps.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
in
a
the negative
negative
space.
beat.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, let's hear it.
I don't think the gaps are even in the right place though, Grian.
Yeah. Mumbo. Grian.
Beats,
Jazz.
beats. Jazz. Oh,
I know you guys are having fun, but this does have groove to it. We're all found on the right side.
This is the new sound, right?
Trumpet. Excuse me.
somehow this is still better than the beat that we made. For goodness sake.
We're farting in D major now.
Well, that was a wonderful way to spend an afternoon. It is honestly such a joy to hang out with Grian. I cannot wait to do it more often. For now, though, I am back resource gathering, an experience which is actually going quite smoothly. Now, I just need some of the pale oak stuff. Moss farms are so incredibly satisfying. I am making use of this new feature so much. We're almost there. And now, after a good few hours, we are all done. This is everything that I should need to build up our factory. So I've just hopped back onto the Hermitcraft creative mode server once again just to check this build out for the final time before we actually get it constructed. And I have to say, still like it, still think it's cool. I think it fits in really nicely with all of the other builds. It looks decently distinct while also fitting in the same universe, and also it kind of fits in with the same universe as the builds that are in the foreground too, which is excellent. So let's get to work on building. And at this point, I left my office and went and checked the cupboards. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Why would you do this? This is the tax that one has to pay for having beautiful wheat fields. Occasionally, they will be harvested. I shouldn't have put them so close to the town. It's far too tempting. Oh my god, I'm going to be finding these for the rest of the season, aren't I? First plan of action is to remove the gigantic stone brick block. Oh my goodness, that's proving to be a little bit more challenging than I expected. You know what's kind of weird? And maybe I'm wrong for this. I actually quite like the gap. I'm not keeping the gap. But it makes me think maybe having a handful of little buildings in a similar style on the edges of this mount could work really, really well. I'm now starting to place blocks. This is all extremely exciting. The only immediate issue being the fan that I want to build in this is really, really close to this apartment. Like, it's not actually going to fit. And that is because this apartment sticks out by like 3, maybe even 4 blocks more than I imagined it would with the building block. So that basically takes away our entire gap surrounding it. So potentially I could swap to 2 smaller fans stacked on top of one another. I think for the time being, I'm going to fill in the gap, which may seem weird, and then I'm going to clear out the gap when I make a decision. That is a very nice wall. Honestly, one of the best shops in town. Gosh, now that I've got the big wall out the front built up, I'm starting to realize how big this thing actually is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks pretty huge. I have done a pretty good job on the gradient, though. I like that. I've now added all of the glass to it, which looks really cool. And now I'm working on adding these sorts of boundary walls. I don't really know what to call it. The detail walls? The accents, maybe? Using the dark grey stained glass to create shadows is so cool. It is literally the most magical build hack. Oh, look how cool Scars Mountain looks right now. Oh my goodness. Those clouds with that moon? Come on! Come on! That looks like something out of a movie! I think at some point in a future season, I would love to do a mountain building project. How is everything looking? Everything is looking really cool. I love the pressure plates on top of the chains. So now I'm working on building up the other corner, and where these 2 builds meet up, already looks really good. I think this is a little bit strange, but once we start adding in all of the bits and the details on here, I think it will work.
I came by because I've been doing this little experiment. I don't know if you've seen or heard about it yet, but I want you to watch these blocks and let me know if you notice something.
Okay. I mean, they are changing color for sure.
Okay, and you knew about that?
Yes, yeah. What? Why?
Well, because I didn't, Skiz didn't, Doc didn't, Corrales didn't,
whoa.
and
Doc
Ren didn't so far.
Wait, Doc didn't know that? Doc didn't
did
know?
Not know. No.
What? That
Yeah.
is mind-blowing.
It's actually pretty even. I think it's about 50% of the people so far that I've asked did know, and 50% didn't.
Okay, wait. So let me clarify. So did you say XB didn't know as well, or did
XB did? He did.
Okay, because XB has built things in ocean temples before. I have built things in ocean temples before. Did Exuma know or not?
He did. So X knew, XB knew, you knew, and Grian knew. I think those are the 4 people that did. And then there's me, Skiz, Ren, Doc, Corrales. It's actually more than 50% of the people I've asked actually
so crazy.
didn't know.
But but here's the thing: Exuma has also built things in ocean monuments before. Grian,
he knew, yeah.
Grian. I don't know. Grian just knows.
I think Grian
things.
has used. I think Grian's
he's used Prismarine. I think it comes from if you've recorded a time lapse around the Prismarine, then you can really clearly see that it changes color frequently.
You can see it pulsing.
Yes, but otherwise, I suppose you wouldn't know. Doc, that is so funny. I'm going to bring that up next time I see him.
Yeah, no, he had no idea. I blew his mind. He thought I was like playing a trick on him.
That is so funny. I thought that was like super common knowledge. So this is super interesting.
So it actually it's been like this since Prismarine got added, which was in 2014.
Oh gosh.
So half of the hermits I've asked so far have been, including myself, have been playing the game for 12 years and didn't know that there's an animated changing color block. Yeah, it's awesome. I wish there were more blocks like it in Minecraft. It's so strange that is like the only block that does it, and then there's like, I know.
Well, maybe it's not.
Maybe it's not. We've got to look at. I got to do some more research.
I'm gonna have to stare at every single stone bricks could do it, and I would have no idea.
I know. What if everything changed like really, really slowly? Really slowly.
Yeah, over like multiple year timelines. I mean, they could do that. They could do that.
They could. Yeah, they could. Can you imagine? Like 10 years later, my gray cobblestone is now like a shade of green or something.
Yeah. This has made me feel so good because I am so often blasted for my lack of knowledge for like really key features in Minecraft. So I'm so happy that I've scored a point here.
You did know. Oh, does it even change in the inventory? No,
surely not. Oh, I think it does. Wait, if I'm looking at it in your hand, does it change in your hand?
That's a good question.
I don't think so. It looks pretty.
So.
It looks pretty consistent.
Okay.
Okay.
Another bit of research.
Yeah.
I feel like I think it does.
Do you?
I do. I think it does. I mean, you don't have to watch it now, but I feel like. Let me get near some light.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It does. It 100% does.
Really?
Yeah, it does. When I'm holding it. I don't know about in your inventory, but when I'm holding it, it definitely changes. It's greenish now, and it was just bluish.
I don't know if... Oh, yeah. It definitely does. Oh, it definitely does. Well, that has made me feel much better about my Minecraft knowledge. Progress is coming along incredibly well on the factory. I would say the majority of, like, the firm building points are done. The actual structure itself is there. And it looks kind of evil in a good way. As I described earlier, it's pretty brutalist, it's pretty monolithic, it looks significantly different from the builds around it, but also kind of fits in the same universe. I think is really interesting is, despite the fact it's not actually that much bigger than the apartment, it looks so much bigger because it doesn't have quite as much detail on it. Again, it's a little bit like that thing we were talking about in the previous Hermitcraft episode, where the scale of things can be fudged a little bit, and I feel like the scale of things here has been fudged. I'm so glad this wheat field is back to fully grown. The building now has a roof, which is good. It is still very much backless, which is to be expected. So now it's just time to build up the chimneys, and the build is almost fully completed. This feels extremely tall. I guess with nothing else around and none of the skyscrapers there to give it a frame of reference, yeah, it does look massive. And I'm also not 100% certain on the gradient. I don't think I've done the best job there. These are no good. That is significantly better. Oh my goodness, I've actually run out of mushroom blocks, and I know that I removed all of the mushrooms on the mushroom area. That was painful, but we're almost there. Just a little bit of stainage, and then the absolutely massive top section. Now I've run out of bone blocks. But now the build is finally done, and I'm about to look at it for the very first time. Okay, we have got a factory. Oh my goodness, and it looks extremely menacing. I'm not 100% certain on these gradients. I'm not 100% certain on that block transition. I think I need an extra block. I'm actually not entirely sure what can come in between those. Maybe white concrete could be the move. Regardless, the actual structure itself fits in so nicely with the builds, and it fits in nicely with the composition of the base. I like the way it also fits in between these two flocks of birds. That's lovely. I think once we get all of the details added, once we get some of the animated fans, once we connect up the roofs of these to the power network of the power station, it will all start to look incredible. I think it makes for a really nice sort of semi-focal point, like in the grand scheme of the base with all of the skyscrapers. It's not going to be too much of a focal point, but it's something to draw the eye downwards. It's something that connects up this section to the section behind it. Oh, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this, but also I did want to do this. What? Oh, just let me move here. Let me live here, please. I know it's meant to be like a dystopian sort of horrible place, but like, I kind of just love it. Gosh, this has been a very fun Hermitcraft episode. I really do hope that you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya!